Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
This is bad news. Where's the meteor falling? Oh, dear God.
A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
This is not good. This is not good at all. Welcome back to the city of Bytown. I am Sargon, Destroyer of Worlds, and this is Cities Skylines. Alright, so let's get started here. So as we left off, we had expanded this area of hemlocks and built a nice little high school campus area. Let's go find it. There we go. The park, high school, tennis court, basketball court, a little park, and an elder care facility. We're going to start here. Let's get the game moving here. And we're going to start dealing with a few issues that we have. As you can see, power is one of them. But while I'm here, I do want to fix something with respect to the park paths. As you can see, I didn't properly connect the park path. So we're just going to make sure we get anarchy on. And we will make sure we connect that. There we go. Perfect. And also let's make sure to turn anarchy off. So now we've got a perfectly connected park path going behind the high school, right along the tennis courts and the basketball court. And let's see what else. You know what? Can I? Let's go back to that, and I haven't tested this out, but can I? Yes, there we go. Let's put a path right in between there. Perfect. So the next thing is, let's go deal with this power problem. We saw that power problem going across. So let's come up to here in this industrial area with that beautiful purple, which, you know, I'm debating whether I'll hide or not. Let's have a look. Right now we have 2 coal power plants producing 50 megawatts. And if we come up here, we're on the edge of brownout, basically. We're consuming more than we are producing. I have a number of options. I can add another coal power plant, which does a lot of pollution. I could add an oil power plant. Now, I wish this was a quote-unquote natural gas option versus oil. At least here in Canada, I don't really know of us having operated in any recent history an oil power plant. Definitely natural gas power plants are part of our mix. But what I'm leaning towards is geothermal, because I would like to make as little pollution as possible. So we're going to do that, and for that we are going to add a road in here. And what I want to do is find a very specific road, and that is our small industrial road. We're going to start using more roads that are proper as opposed to just the dirt roads. Let's expand that up, and let's actually make sure anarchy is off. There we go. And now let's add that in. And while we're up here, let's have a look. We've got a few eco water treatment plants or sewage treatment plants And we're on the edge of both water availability and sewage treatment. So what I would like to do now is also add in a sewage treatment facility. So we're going to add one of those in right now. Let's use the same one. Let's add that in there. Let's not forget to connect. And let's add in one more water pump here. Connect it there. Just pause the game briefly. And I put this in. That road area did not exist. And I do follow the City Planner Plays philosophy of when and where possible. Put the water pipes underneath the road. So now that's there. That is not connected to anything. And there we go. So now we have enough water and electricity. Now we can go through this. Our garbage processing status isn't good as well. And that can cause problems. Let's kind of see what options we have. We have the landfill, obviously not looking to use that. We can add a recycling center. I would love to add an incineration plant, but we're still a while from achieving that goal. So what I want to do is add a policy. Let's see if by adding recycling we'll reduce our garbage accumulation. And we do have a few recycling centers. Let's see if that helps enough so that we can kind of just stay the course and hold off while we wait for things to improve. It's a little better. We're kind of on the gray zone. Let's get rid of that. Let's see if that can hold off until we can get to the 7,000 population, which right now we're not doing too good there. Now, looking at our demand, we have a big demand for industry. And what I would like to do this episode is actually develop, at the very least, a very good start of an agricultural industry right here. So let's get started with that. Now what I want to do is I'm going to come off this road here. As well, I want to extend this all the way over. And now we can connect, picker, and we'll connect that to there. I'm gonna come back and we'll still try to save money, and we will use the dirt roads to start with. And what I want to try to do is, for the most part, is carve off areas that are going to be for basically warehouses or parts of development that I actually don't need the farmland for, while I try to, for the most part, protect. There we go. Let's do that to start with. Now we're going to add our generic industry here to get things started. And we will add a main farm building. Actually, before we do that, because I could add the farm building off of one of these roads. I could put it right on this main industry road. But I would like to think, if I'm the farmer, I have basically my own little dedicated area. So we're going to cheat a bit. Need to protect 4 squares, so let's do that. And let's just add in off of this our farm area. And there we go. We're off to now building our industry. Let's expand the industry area everywhere that we want to build it. I won't need all of it, but it'll still be good to have basically carved out at the beginning, so I have the freedom to place any of the buildings where I want. So we need water. Now, it's one of the things about this game in reality, starting off a farm, probably would not be running water down like I just did. They'd be running off of a well. And I think that's one of the shortfalls of this game. Now let's also just bring down the power and get that going. So to start with, we've got our crop fields, we have some fruit fields, and we have some animal pastures. Now, any of the animal pastures require crops. So let's start building our crops. Playing with the new mod, toggle whiteness, and that just does not always want to work. There we go, I got it. So with the toggle whiteness, I can much more easily see where I can place things. Now what I would like to do here actually is build that off of here, but I'm actually going to, and this will work out kind of well, because I don't want to butt it up right against the road. So we're going to come all the way down there for now. So actually what we need to do as well, while we're thinking about it, we do need storage. Now I still haven't fully mapped out where everything's going to go. For now, we will place there we go, spots to store the crops. That will be unbalanced. Now we need some electricity here as well. So I'll run that across for the moment. I do want animal pastures. Now those don't require, I believe, the arable land, if I'm not mistaken. We just need to feed them crops. So we're going to use this space here. But this is going to be a bit of a main road inside the farm, so like I did elsewhere, I'm going to put off loading off of a different road. And I have multiple problems. Multiple problems. And one of them is water. Now I don't want to have them drive all the way around, so for now I will extend that road here. Once again, we'll put there. Now let's get the water over before I have issues with animal rights activists rightfully coming after me for inhumane treatment of the animals. Let's have a look at them. What do we have here? We have some Highland cows. Well, where I'm from, we tend to have just regular cows, so we're going to bring change these over as well. So we have, let's check things out and let's see what we need to do to get this area up in level. We need to produce 500 resources, so that's moving along. And I need 150 jobs. I currently have 180 available. So as time moves on, we will slowly gain more and more. Add a little more or some more crop fields. That's cotton. Where I'm here in Canada, to my knowledge, we don't grow cotton. We tend to have lots of corn. We love it. And as well, we have wheat. Now, technically, these things, the appearances don't change anything. Actually, we have a whole province. It's one of our small provinces there, PEI, well known for its potatoes. So I think I'll plant some a little later as I add more fields. So that should allow us to make sure we have enough crops. Probably look to move these or a little later, but we're good for now. They are well-fed animals, and actually what I do need for this is storage for these animal products. So let's come back here. I have a number of warehouses.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
This is bad news. Where's the meteor falling? Oh dear God.
A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
I just downloaded the Disaster DLC very recently because it was on sale. So this is my first disaster. Well, this is not good. This is not good at all. We need stuff here. Because this is all on fire. We've lost our farm. This. Let's pause things. So, little farmstead was here. This is not good. I was going to develop this. I will, but thankfully this, where the meteor struck, was not yet developed. So for the here and now, we need a helicopter. Where is that loading on that street? Perfect. Let's do that. And now let's, I think as well I need, which I can't even afford the, okay. Well, somebody told them that there was a meteor strike, so they're gonna start taking care of all this. Please save the farm! I'll have to go back in the historical records to figure out what poor farming family lost their lives to the meteor strike of 2024. Let's slow these things down. Let's slow things down. Yes. Wrong area type. It's the correct area type. We're kind of just missing. Okay, so now the fire's out. Let's rebuild. Great farmland available, very low price. No problems here at all. Ignore the big meteor hole right next to, yeah, it's all good. All good. Nothing to see here. Everything is fine. I'm not sure. Yeah, the water pipes are still good. That's good. Just ignore. Wow, that was exciting. Makes me wonder what I'll do here now. Can level it out. Anyways, let's see how the new farm area is doing. The workers are still very loyal. They're here at work. Still need some more of those. Basically, I guess we had to restart where our production. Thankfully, the cows were safe. Yes. What I was doing before, just a little meteor strike hit. We were going to add a warehouse for all those crops. Now, I think the ones I want, it's probably a little much, but this one here, we're going to put our animal products in. I think it's got this nice little more brick. So I think that looks nice in our area here. The cows agree. Yes, they agree. So let's have a further look. I think while that is slowly moving along, as we start production again, we need power over there as well. Alright. That should make everybody happy. There we go. Everybody's happy with electricity again. And there's still one little flaming tree. Now, what I do want to do is, while we're waiting, there we go. What meteor? We definitely won't be putting that in any tours and brochures anytime soon. We will not speak of 2024. So we can speed things up a little while we work to get our resources. So what we can do as well, we do have a lot of demand for a lot of things. I'm keeping this, the industrial demand for the farm. But let's start working on a little more residential. I want to be mindful of our money, but I do want to start thinking about at least some of these roads and upgrading them, because that will also help upgrade the homes, increase the land values. So let's, for what I think would be a street that would, oops, I accidentally, you gotta be careful with this. That street, I'm gonna go back and fix some of this. So I did not want to upgrade some of these streets yet, and they're very sad. But I did upgrade this road because I think this would be a main road that would be upgraded early on, as well as I jump around here, I think this one would be as well. Let's, and there we go again. Gotta be very careful, much more careful than I am. And then we will once again, not very carefully. Actually, what we'll do is we're going to go around the school. Okay, and we're just going to take our time here. Around the school and park, we will upgrade that area. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. There we go. Actually, that was perfect timing. So we can add a few things here. What I'm really looking forward to doing is getting this flour mill going. We did get some farm worker barracks, so let's look at adding some of that in as well. And we'll have to think of, because obviously farm main building is not very exciting, what else to name this. So let's have a look and let's expand. Like I said, I want to leave this area for farmer for the most part. So we're going to come in temporarily, so let's pause it, temporarily lose power. And let's add in a few of these worker barracks. The flour mill. So what we need, it turns crops into flour, and then we can sell that off as well or process it later on and in the bakery. So let's get this going. We'll turn off the whiteness here. I want to use, I think this area down here is a great spot for some of this. Once again, we will protect some of the space. And we'll build that off like that for now. And then let's add our flour mill. But actually, before the flour mill, I'm gonna leave a little space. Because what I want to do, these need crops. So let's put in here some very specific crop storage, which is our silos, so that we can have crops delivered there. The other thing that we will need is storage. I like this little Detroit warehouse asset. Again, we'll turn that off. Let's have a look at it. We'll put it here at the edge. Let's have a look at that. Obviously it's run down, but you know what? I like the look. I like buildings with character. So we're gonna, for now, set that to empty. So it's a buffer between the flour mill that's gonna produce the flour and ship that off. So that's fine. Crops. Let's extend the field. That instead of wheat, we will go, as I mentioned earlier, potatoes. So this is a very diverse farm area. So there we go. We are now, should be producing a lot. Let's kind of have a look. Already halfway through to level 3. Realistically, we're doing great. We have plenty of workers. We just need 30 more. We're halfway to our resource goal before we hit level 4. Wow, look at that traffic. So you know what I'm going to do is I want to make that one way. Let's control the traffic a little bit. Now I do have a small industrial one way. Perfect. And we'll leave it like that for now. Actually, what I like, it's gonna push this to the main road. Oh, we have a set of lights. Let's actually go have a look. I missed this earlier. So we've got a couple of options. First off, not the escape routes, though those would be very valuable. Turn off, make sure we have no lights operating in this area for now. They're not needed. We're going to come back, just do a quick scan. I don't see any active lights. Perfect. So we're going to use Traffic Manager. We're going to come in and we are going to add stop signs. Sorry, yields. I said yield. Come up here and these are all good. Come over to this side. Yield on the way out. And yield on the way out. Ah! Cop is here to make sure that another meteor has not yet struck. Now let's get back to what we were doing. So we obviously are waiting for that to level up. We need a few more workers and the resources, so that is actually going quite well. But let's continue with expanding our neighborhood. And perfect. While we're finishing this thing off, we actually did upgrade Foggy Agricultural Area. That's really not a good name. So we are at level 3. We have our lemonade factory, which we can't do anything with yet. And we have some more crop fields. So we'll have a look, but let's get finishing this area off. So we'll add, and this also helps with the fact that we do have a bit of residential demand, or sorry, commercial demand. Small store there. Everybody's happy. There we go. So we did upgrade to level 3. Let's see, what do we need to accomplish? We need 515 workers. Sorry, we need 550 workers, and we can only get a max of 515. So we need to add some buildings. And once again, we kind of just need to continue with our production. Now, one thing I wouldn't mind doing, I kind of left it open on purpose, is I'm going to add another flour mill. So let's produce more of that, but let's just get rid of some of the trees. What we'll do is we will just bring in somebody to replant the trees. So let's do that. There we go. and find our flour mill. There we go. Whoop. So now we've got 2 flour mills. We could probably use with some more. Well, the crops are actually doing pretty good over here. So that is pretty good. A little bit of flour is coming here. And the nice thing is that will add plenty of jobs. Now, probably, actually, people are loving working here. We're not having a hard time finding people to come work because we have such demand for industrial. That is going quite well. Take a bird's eye view. What I want to do is have a look at our crime. Low crime, we could use some more jail capacity. Now, if we notice at the moment, we only have 2 police stations, one here, one here. We have no real coverage down in this area. And let's then go look at our fire safety. Oh my goodness, this is not good at all. I'm gonna check my budget because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plus this. And we have very poor coverage down here. Let's just have a look at the budget to make sure that is... Oops. That's not the budget. You're the budget. But no, we didn't lower the fire safety budget, so let's add... Let's add an actual full-blown fire station. Got a few options in here, and it might be because I wondered if it's because the ones that I picked, because I did download some assets. Yeah, I have the Ghostbusters. That's going someplace, because you know who you're gonna call. Yeah. So let's though add, I think it makes sense because this is a collector and I'm going to expand off of here and down. Let's add the fire station here and look at how happy those folks are. Look at that coverage. No, that is the stock fire station. Pretty confident that's the case. Alright, so I was also mentioning I was going to add a police station, mainly for the jail capacity. Now we have a police station up here, a police station here. So we will once again add, and let's put it right across. Why not this time? So I'm thinking of, yeah, put the full-blown fire station. What else I have here? Yeah, I've got a few different fire stations. So let's come back and we will just wait until we get a little more money. We're not that hard up, but I wouldn't mind putting police headquarters in. You know what? I don't need that because everything is going well. We will add. Oh my goodness! Oh my stars! They're already here. They chose wisely. Please save the elders. Please save our seniors. And you've ooh. The Robin residence is on fire. Parks. There's our helicopters coming to help out. Oh my goodness. This has been a trying, oh no. Well, let's just back away. And let's kind of come over here, have a look at the farm. Look at the farm and no more meteor hole. How are we doing at our farm? Still need some more workers. What we can do is let's just have a look. Now I can make, we have the cattle shed, milking parlor. Both of these just turn crops into animal products. So I already have that via the natural fields. And I thought I got the bakery as well. Could be mistaken. Oh, you know what? Sorry, because it's over here. We do have the bakery, the Go Nuts Donuts, which takes animal products, crops, and flowers to make them into tasty pastries. I could build that now, but I have plans. I have plans for something else. Now, speaking of plans, let's take care of one problem here. Is you have all this industrial, it doesn't look that good, so I would think it would be reasonable that a small buffer might have been, oops, undo, let's turn down the strength. I think a small buffer would have been put in. Okay, third time's a charm. It's a little better. Now let's add some trees. Yeah, I think that works. I think that does the trick for now. Really having a hard time with the flower production still. That's a little surprising. I would have thought actually, let's go have a look. What's our problem here? Plenty of crops going in, but maybe we need some more crops and crop storage. So let's take care of that. So we will add another bin. And let's add crops. Now I want to actually add some fruit fields. So this needs to go on fertile land. So once again, let's just turn off that so we can see where all our fertile land is. So we got a lot. I wouldn't mind those that are driving along here. See that? But once again, I want to leave some space. There we go. So hopefully this helps produce enough crops. Also gives us more jobs. But what I want to do in the farm, so here in the auto area we have something called the Central Experimental Farm, which basically you're allowed to go through this farm area and explore. Some areas are closed off from certain type of research. I don't know all the type of research that is done, but like I know they do soil research. What I want to do with that then is make this, where possible, a nice walkable area. They can come in and explore for the most part. They can check things out. obviously I want to you know, I want to ensure the fact that I can still place all the buildings I want. So we might end up moving some of these at a later date. I just took out a power for a path because that's realistic. There we go, put that power back on. So we can always move past, I don't mind doing that, obviously. And we'll see what else I do with all this space. So again, I will boo. We got all the jobs that we need for this particular jump to the next level. And we still have a hard time producing enough flour. And we have a lot of crops. We have not exactly sure why. Not sure why, I'll be honest. We've got all the animal products being produced, but we're not making any money. Let's do this. We'll make those policies in place. That'll help us get to level 4. Now, I do know, obviously, the fact if I make that bakery, that will certainly help. Hesitant to do that here at this point in time. But what I think I can do is I can start thinking of expanding and building a neighborhood off of this farm area, because I won't need much more space. So let's have a look. Actually, before I forget, I was going to add, there we go, that's what I was looking for, a theme. We'll try Historic American. See how this turns out. It's the first time using this particular theme. I'd like to thank City Planner Plays. He put together a number of themes and graciously allowed those others like ourselves or myself to download them, and anyone else. So let's see how all this turns out. I think we do need to address some other services in this area. It's a nice small area. Probably should put a little bit of a buffer. Actually, this would be kind of interesting to have on this side here. A little elementary school. I think putting a bit of healthcare in here, because I do want to run along some paths. Let's actually connect this neighborhood. Let's have a look, and I think we're going to wrap this up here shortly. Wait till we get level 4, and I think that's when we'll wrap things up. It's running a little long here. It's accomplished a lot. Residential demand, we still need some industrial and commercial to deal with. think we'll do one other thing. No, we're going to wait. We're going to wait for next episode for what I have planned for over here. Because I do have some plans. It's going to require me to obviously move our emergency helicopter depot. I want to start dealing with some of this just general industrial and kind of making this more of a specific campus area for public works. Obviously power. Start thinking about decommissioning some of those power plants. But we're generally doing okay on most of our things. So I'm not too worried. But let's add a buffer. Actually, while we're waiting... This farm is looking good and doing well. A lot of extra space, but we do have some larger fields we can place once we hit level 5. And we'll worry about that later. And I might then as well... I do have a lot of extra space that I do not necessarily need to use. There we go. So we have options now. The clothing factory, large barn, slaughterhouse, and the farm maintenance buildings. So we will leave that for the next episode where we can continue to expand our farm to get to level 5. As well as then get more workers. So we'll worry about that next episode. We'll work on that. Well, this is our little new community, but more importantly, our farm area. So we have done very well today. There's still more to do. But I'd like to thank you for watching this particular episode as we've started our first industry area, this beautiful farm. So thank you very much. Until next time, take care.